Good afternoon, everyone. We are here to discuss learners with physical disabilities, cerebral palsy, and other health impairments. I am Janus Darrell Leos. And first, let us define what is physical disabilities, cerebral palsy, and other health impairments. Physical disabilities. This refers to limitations on a person's physical functioning, mobility, dexterity, or stamina. It may be congenital or nakuha ito from birth or acquired through injury or illness. So, physical disabilities, parang isa siyang condition kung saan nalilimit yung physical functioning ng isang individual. So, next is cerebral palsy, a neurological disorder caused by non-progressive brain damage before, during, or shortly after birth. It affects movement, muscle tone, coordination, and sometimes speech, vision, and intellectual functioning. So, ang cerebral palsy naman is sakit kung saan may damage yung utak, kaya nagiging abnormal yung brain. Other health impairments, defined under IDEA or Individuals with Disability Education Act as having limited strength, vitality, or alertness, including heightened alertness to environmental stimuli due to chronic or acute health problems such as asthma, diabetes, epilepsy, ADHD, and heart conditions which adversely affect a child's educational performance. So, next is the signs and symptoms. So, sa symptoms ng physical disabilities, nandyan yung limited limb movement or nahihirapan siyang igalaw ang kanyang mga paa o kaya naman ay kamay. Mobility aid usage. So, parang gumagamit na siya ng mga wheelchair ganon kasi hindi na siya makatayo. Muscle stiffness or weakness. Pagkahina ng mga muscle or pagtigas ng mga muscle na hindi na masyadong magalaw. Next is difficulty walking or inability to walk. So, nahihirapan na siyang maglakad or kaya naman hindi na siya nakakalakad. Next naman is cerebral palsy. So, ang mga signs and symptoms naman ng cerebral palsy ay muscle tone abnormalities, stiffness. O kaya naman, mas kilala rin sa tawag na spasticity or flappiness or hypotonia, poor coordination and balance or ataxia, involuntary movements, speech, vision, or hearing impairments, difficulty with the motor skills like writing or buttoning clothes. Next naman is causes nila. Physical disabilities. Ang cause ng physical disabilities ay congenital conditions, injuries to the spinal cord or brain, amputations or deformities due to accidents, chronic illness affecting the musculoskeletal system. Sa cerebral palsy naman ay prenatal causes, lack of oxygen to the brain, infections or maternal health conditions, prenatal causes, premature birth trauma, or difficult delivery. Postnatal causes, infections like meningitis, brain injuries, or jaundice-related complications. Sa other health impairments naman, ang mga causes niya ay genetic conditions, chronic illness, neurological disorder, at exposure to toxins or infections during pregnancy.
I'm Anthony M. Florida. I'm going to discuss characteristics of learners, physical disabilities, difficulty with movement, posture, and physical activities may require mobility aids, cerebral palsy, involuntary movements, muscle spasms, balance issues, and possible intellectual disabilities. Other health impairments may not be visible, includes fatigue, limited alertness, and health-related absenteeism. Next, diagnosis. Medical evaluation includes neurological exams, MRI, CT scans, and blood tests, developmental screenings for early signs of CP and other delays, educational assessments conducted by special education teams to determine learning support needs, health history collected to understand patterns of illness or medical conditions, support and strategies, individualized education plan, personalized goals and accommodation, flexible seating and mobility support, accessible desk ramps and seating arrangement, modified instruction, use of visual aids, hands-on activities, and repetition. Peer support and inclusion. Promote cooperative learning and body systems. Health monitoring. Coordination with school nurses and regular health updates.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Arnold Madraga and I will be discussing the teaching strategies of physical disabilities, cerebral palsy, and other health impairments. These are the teaching strategies. Use multisensory instruction to engage various learning styles. Provide extra time for assignments or tests. Implement break schedules for students who fatigue easily. So, implement break schedules for students who fatigue easily ay ito yung break na para sa kanila dahil sila ay mabilis mapagod. Create a safe, positive classroom environment that encourages participation. So, classroom na maganda at kaaya-aya. Foster empathy and understanding among classmates through awareness activities. Assistive devices and technologies that can help physical disabilities, cerebral palsy, and other health impairments. Mobility aids, wheelchairs, and walkers provide independence in movement. Standing frame help improve posture and muscle tone. So yung standing frames ay nakakatulong sa kanila upang mas ma-relax o mas maging komportable sila. Communication devices, speech generating devices or SGDs. Assist non-verbal students in communication. So ito yung parang tablet na nakakatulong sa kanila para makipag-communicate sa kamag-aral o sa teachers. Kumbaga, pipindutin lang niya kung ano yung gusto niyang sabihin. Communication boards or tables allow selection of words, images, or phrases. So ito naman ay nakadikit sa pader na kumbaga kung magkikipag-communicate siya sa teacher ay ituturo niya yung gusto niyang sabihin. At yun lang, thank you.